and mind map. Whatever the mind map is, at least three people should explain the mind map. Okay, not less than that. Recording in progress. 15-minute timer. Team one, your time starts now. 15 minutes. Counting down. Yes, team one, your time starts now.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with the first fundamentals first.
Mm-hmm.
We have pre-project life cycles where need assessment is done and business case and business benefit management plan is prepared by the sponsors. For the project life cycles, it includes initiation. In initiation, we have a project charter, assumptions log, stakeholder register. In planning, we do 18 plans. We prepare 18 plans and 33 documents. In execution, we implement the work. In monitoring and control, we look at the plan and actuals and also do the audits of the processes which we are doing. In closure, we close the project. From the fundamentals, we have OPS, where policies, procedures, templates, trainings are included. Apart from that, we have EF, where we follow the PESTEL rule to include different political and other stuff. Uh, in types of organization, we have a project-based organization, functional organization, and matrix organization. Matrix organization further divided, like we can have weak matrix, strong matrix, or balanced matrix. Apart from that, in fundamental, we have BMO, where BMO can be directive, supportive, and controlling. Each organization has their organization strategy. This is further divided into portfolio. Portfolio can have programs and operations, and programs can have similar types of projects. Moving forward to the next topic, that is, I'll just go to communications. So in communication, we have four R's, like information right, people right, time right, and impact should be the right of the communication. For the types of communications, we have three types of communication: push, pull, and interactive. Further, identifying a team that can be virtual or physical, we make a communication management plan that is in which we use information radiator and frequency of the communication that is fixed over there. Further, we have communication models. In communication models, sender, which is termed as an encoder, receiver, that is termed as a decoder. There's a medium and feedback from the like receiver to sender. Aisha, would you like to go next or stakeholder?
Sure, yeah. For stakeholder, we first identify and which is done through project charter, expert judgment, interviews, focus group, or OPA and EAS or other elements, project documents. Then you have the classification of stakeholders, internal, external, upward, downward, versus sidewards. And then we have to go down. Prioritizing the stakeholder, which is our interest matrix, stakeholder cube, and then we follow salience model. And we have stakeholder management plan, which is stakeholder engagement matrix, where we classify them as unaware, resistant, neutral, supportive, and leading. And if you go down, yeah, then we have the team. For the team, we have the team charter where the ground rule. Sorry, we are in stakeholder or team. Okay. Yeah. So project manager can be of four different types. He's a servant leader. He's a directive transaction where that's more PMO, charismatic and situational. And this is emotional intelligence of team, self-aware, social skills, self-management, empathy, and motivation. We have motivation theories, Abraham Maslow, macro theory of achievement, halo effect, expectancy theory, then Herzberg theory of hygiene, and then Kaizen philosophy and McGregor theory. Then conflict management, we have 5 levels. L1, we sit down to solve the problem. L2 is disagreement. L3, contest. L4, crusade. And level 5, World War. And there are different techniques how you can manage conflict management. Win-win, win-lose, lose-win, and lose-lose. Win-win when we sit down and collaborate to solve the problem. Lose-win when we try to accommodate the other person. It's also called smoothing. And then win-lose when we win and direct what to do. And then lose-lose, we just avoid and walk away from the problem. These are the different artifacts. Team charter. Team charter contains the ground rules, the vision, the values, and the decisions, and also conflict management technique. Decision technique. There are different techniques of making decisions. The thumb rule, list of 5: voting, majority, plurality, dictatorship, and anonymous. Resource management plan, the 4 M's: man, machinery, material, and money. Then identifying the resource. There are different techniques. We use here I'm lost. How develop, manage, control. Okay, these are the different techniques of identifying and managing the resource. Can you scroll?
8 minutes have passed, guys.
Okay. The, actually, can you see the screen? Like Racy matrix is there, and stages of team like Kakman ladder. That includes.
Yeah, let's finish. Well, the last one is the Tuckman ladder: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. 5 different stages.
Amna, would you like to go for Agile?
Sure. Okay. So in here, okay, I answer it now. Should I?
Yeah.
Okay, in Agile we have 4 values which are reflected through 12 principles. Then the Agile it can be defined as something that's iterative and incremental. It's only it has to be time boxed. There are 5 ceremonies or events in an Agile implementation, which include the sprint. A sprint has the following activities: it's sprint planning, um, after which you have the daily stand up to get a review of the daily progress. Then you provide a demo to the client to sprint review of the completed deliverables. And after sprint review, you have a retrospective with the internal team. In a retrospective meeting, you set the stage, gather data, gather insights, and decide what to do before closing the retro. Moving on, an HR team has a maximum of 12 members. It includes the Scrum Master team and product owner. A sponsor is also part of the HR team. Then we have some HR artifacts, which include the product backlog, the sprint backlog, and product increment. Product backlog can be refined and prioritized through Moscow and Kano prioritization techniques. Sprint backlog is defined by the team and only has deliverables that are accepted by the team based on sprint philosophy. Product increment is whichever deliverable of the sprint that is demoed and accepted by the client. Okay. Then we have the estimation techniques, which include the ideal hour, which is not recommended. Affinity, it may not be there. However, when it comes to affinity, there are more relatable estimates. And then you have the series and planning poker for planning poker is another not a part of the velocity series. It's another subset, but both of these techniques are used in case there is the difficulty of scope is high. Okay. Then we have the agile run, which needs to be understood by the entire team for better collaboration, which includes the definition of ready, something that you can start, um, definition of done, which something which is complete and accepted, validated and verified code. Then acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria is defined by the client and validates the product increment. Then we have the velocity of the team, which is defined by the number of deliverables that are produced by the team during the sprint cycle. We also perform an architectural spike and run a sprint zero for the task which may have an undefined scope or lack of clarity on the estimation. Then we always have a sprint goal for each team. For each sprint goal is set by the team based on their velocity and acceptance of the deliverables. Then there is an agile onion, which defines how an agile system works, which has the vision. Inside the vision, there's a roadmap, and within the roadmap, we have releases planned, and within the releases, we have the iterations planned. And each iteration goes through a daily progress update. Moving on, we have some information frameworks used in Agile methodology, which includes the task board. A task board would define which limit is called a Kanban board. We also have a burn up and a burn down chart, which define different progress of the sprint. Then there are different methodology types of frameworks and implementation strategies for Agile, which includes Scrum, Lean, Kanban, and XP. So in Lean, we compare the lead time and cycle time to reduce the waste.
Next, we're going for risk.
Okay. Okay. So in risks, there are two types of risk, which is identified and planned risk, or compared and unidentified or unplanned risk. Identified risks may be positive or negative. Positive risks are considered an opportunity and we can exploit, escalate, enhance, share, and accept them. However, negative risks are considered as a threat and are or missed opportunities. Then we identified risks are locked in the risk register and have a trigger. There's a risk response plan that is prepared against identified risk, and after you implement the risk, you either are left with a secondary risk or a residual risk. In unidentified risk, we manage them in issue log. Um, the risk register is one of the artifacts of managing risk, and each risk in the risk register is owned by a risk owner. Moving on.
I think that's done. We're still here.
We were okay. That's about it.
That's it.
So
That's it.
able to complete.
Okay, so what I just said, that what I was looking for, agile stakeholder communication team. So you guys were able to do till then. So that is good. That is good. Very good. So I'm proud of you guys. Team one, very good job. You guys were a very strong team. Like if I say that in your team, Aisha could make a mind map. I hope so. Hamda for sure. Jawad made majority of the mind map of the class. Uh, Prem for sure. I know that he made, and but you guys did a fabulous job. Sometimes too many cooks destroy the food, but it was not the case with you guys. You did fabulous job. So very well, team management, very well done. So team one has set some standards. Ahmad, Hasnan, Furkan, Usman, Ubaid, Renuka, Bala. Now it's your turn. And you utilize 14 minutes. Not bad in that case. Okay, your time starts now. Ahmed. Ahmad, you are explaining.
Am I, yeah.
No, we are unable to hear.
Starting with the fundamentals, am I audible?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make it larger.
Yes.
Yes.
So starting with the fundamentals, business value, uh, we have some tangible values and intangible values. Money could be classified as tangible values and intangible values. We have reputation, brand, and market value. So as a pre-initiation, pre-project, we do need assessment and business. We make business case and business benefit management plan. In business case, we have ROI, NPV, IRR, payback period, and cash cost to benefits, things of those nature to identify the business case. Then, as a fundamental, we studied about the organizational strategy. So we have projects and related projects makes up program, and then we have portfolio under which we have programs and projects. Then we have organization type. We have functional organizations, projectized organizations, and we also have metrics. In metrics, we have three different types that are strong, balanced, and weak. Then we have PMO types. PMO types, we have three types of PMO in which we have supportive, controlling, and directive. Things that can influence the projects are the OPAs and EAs. In OPAs, we have templates, tools, procedures, knowledge-based lesson learns, and EAs, we have internal, external. We also discussed the leadership characteristics in which we have charismatic, transactional, transformation, and servant leader. We have five major process groups, five process groups in which is the starting from initiation. In initiation, we make project charter, stakeholder register, and assumption logs. In planning, we have different type of 18 plans. In execution, we implement, and in monitoring and control, we do variance analysis and differentiate between planned and the actual executions. Then we close the project. In development lifecycle methodologies, we have different types of methodologies. Some of those are waterfall, adaptive, incremental, iterative, and hybrid. Yes, so this was about fundamental. Renuka, can you go for agile for a small? Somebody would like to go or should I go?
Okay, I will explain agile.
I'll go for stakeholder. Please go ahead.
I go for the agile.
No. Okay.
Carry
I'm
on.
going for agile. Okay. So in agile we have different frameworks, that is Scrum, Kanban, Lean, XP, and many of the others. So okay, we will proceed with the agile values. So there are four values and 12 principles in agile. Okay, so the four values are individual and interaction over process and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation. Then we have customer collaboration over contract negotiation. And the last one is responding to change over following a plan. Then we have 12 principles for agile. Moving on towards one of the framework, that is Scrum. So in Scrum we have three roles, three artifacts, and five events. If we talk about the Scrum roles, so we have product owner, Scrum master, and the development team. The product owner maintains the product backlog and product vision, and he is the voice of the customer. Then we have the Scrum master, who is a servant leader, who facilitates the team and remove impediments. Then we have the development team, who work on the product implement. Next, we have three artifacts. The first one is sprint backlog, product backlog, and then product increment. So product backlog consists of requirements that is based on the user stories. Then we have a sprint backlog. Out of the product backlog, the development team during sprint planning finalizes the sprint goal and sign up for the sprint backlog. Then we have the product increment. Product increment are those user stories that meets the definition of the and accepted by the customer and the PO and become shippable or releasable at the end of the sprint. Then we have five events in Scrum. The first one is sprint itself, usually from 1 week to 4 weeks. that's time box. Then we have the sprint planning, in which we finalize the sprint goal, and the development team finalizes the user stories going to sign up. Then we have a daily stand up. This is 15-minute time box activity in the same place, same location, and the development teams provide their updates, what they have done yesterday, what they will be going to work on today, on which user story, and what are the impediments if they are facing. Then we have the sprint review. Sprint review. The first section is basically we explain what we have covered, the plan versus actual sprint goal. Have we achieved the sprint goal? Then we go to the demo of the product, the working software, to the stakeholders, product owner, and anyone who wants to attend in the sprint review session. Then the last one is the sprint retrospective. Retrospective is basically an event where we improve ourselves, and there are different methods to improve to conduct the sprint retro. Okay, so we have the steps. The first step is basically set the stage, gather data, generate insight, decide what to do, and close the sprint retro. So in a sprint, we usually do what went well, what can be improved, what we have, what didn't go well, and we write some action items also in the sprint retro to improve ourselves. Then, like there are some terminologies: definition of done, definition of ready. Um, what is AC? I don't acceptance criteria. Okay, this belongs to the user stories mentioned in this user stories exception criteria. So definition of ready is basically the user stories ready to be picked up, technically groomed, well defined, and basically user acceptance criteria is well defined. And definition of done is basically when the development is done as per the criteria mentioned in the acceptance criteria. Then we have the information radiator where anyone can see the live status, live information. So we have the burn down chart, burn up chart, task board, and Kanban board. So in the burn up chart, we basically see how much we are building, how much we are developing. And in burn down chart, we basically see how much work is left to do. In task board, we usually use this in the daily stand-up meeting where everyone sees what tasks they are going to perform or they're performing with different status, active, new, in progress, or anyone. Then we have the Kanban board where work in progress limit is defined, and we basically limit the queue, how much work can or task can be queued in a single item in a single state. Okay, Anna, go to the next item if there is any.
I'll take lead.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so first communication if you want. So the communication basically means the right information to right people at right time and which have a right impact. So in communication type, we have three type, which is push, pull, and interactive. Push is like message, Amir takes send message to your RCN on in WhatsApp group. That is an example of push. Pull is like we need to do RCA, find the like advertisement and all or search engine. So that is kind of cool. Interactive is like now we are interacting with the team and having the session. In communication model, we have sender means encoding, decoder is receiver, noise is something, and any interruption in the communication is called noise. Medium is like Zoom meeting, like we are having now, that is a medium. Feedback is feedback. Go to just move. Then we have stakeholder. Now stakeholder, anyone related to the project directly impacted is called stakeholder. So there are few steps which we need to find in the stakeholder. First of all, the stakeholder register. So we'll start with how to. Can you go to initiation planning the process, 5 processes first? So like in any other topic, we have initiation. We need to follow initiation. Yes, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, control, and close. So initiation, like any other topics, in the initiation we will have project charter, we will have stakeholder register. You can see the stakeholder register is created in the initial stage, and it's very important. And we have assumption log. So the stakeholder register which we have in the initiation is a high level we have high level details of the stakeholders. Okay. Then in planning, we make the planning how we are going to take the stakeholder part. So in planning, we do two things, that is stakeholder engagement plan. So there are five types: unaware, resistance, neutral, supportive, and leading. And then we have strategies how to involve the stakeholders, like how to. There are two types current. So what is the current state and what we want to them to be in the desired state. For example, if someone is resistant, some stakeholder, we have to make a strategy and make them to a desired state, that is supportive or neutral at least. Then we have stakeholder matrix, which is explicit, and it's about the knowledge. Any measurable knowledge is called explicit, and any the knowledge which is based on experience is called passive. Okay, in execution, we just execute whatever is planned in the planning stage. In monitoring control, we do variant analysis, like whatever we have planned, the plan versus actual, and in closing, we close it. Can you move ahead? Up. So to do all this, we first should know how to. There are few steps which we need to follow. So first is like we need to identify the stakeholders, right? So that can be done like facilitate workshop. We can ask for the to the sponsor. So we will interview. Will give us the SMEs. Then OPA will have template tool process. EPFF, that is festival. Yeah, brainstorming is again focus group. Yeah. Then again we will have to move down. So then once we identify the stakeholder, we need to classify them, whether it is upward, downward, sideward, internal or external. So once this has been done, we do prioritizing. So identify, classify, and then we have to prioritize them. Uh, in prioritization, we have three types. One is power interest grade. So there are three ways we can do that. One is power interest grade, one is stakeholder cube, and one is salient feature. So stakeholder cube and salient feature, they fall under 3D models. So power interest grade, we'll make a graph where we will have high power and high interest. So any stakeholder which have high power and high interest, we have to manage them closely, because they are, they will be leading us, or so whatever they want, we have to manage them closely. Then we have high power and low interest, we have to keep them satisfied because they have power, yeah. And low power and high interest, we have to keep them informed. And low power, low interest, we have to just keep them in the watching. We cannot ignore any stakeholder, so we have to keep all the stakeholders in watch list at least.
2 minutes left.
Then okay, then we have stakeholder cube, which has power, interest, and the X factor, which can be attitude, geography, or cultural, etc. Then salient model, we have power, urgency, and legitimacy. Just go down. Okay, I think we are done. Yeah, that's what we could do.
So
There was some.
great job, team. Very well done. Really proud of you guys. So few things could have done better, but great job. Time management was good. You are guys are on time. So round of applause for everyone. So
We
team two.
started 6 minutes late actually. We
Uh-huh.
were in stop.
Sorry.
We started 5 to 6 minutes late.
Your problem. I gave you the complete time. You see, we can go around about, but at the end of the day, results matter, right? Okay. By the way, just want to say I did not share in the group. One more student. I was saying that Manasa, she just cleared the exam few an hour back when you started. So from New York. So yeah, now we have 200 PMPs in 2024. In 2024, not 2023, for 2024, 200 PMPs. So I really want all of you, at least 30 sitting here, should clear in the month of May. So we get 230 PMPs immediately. Okay, team 3. Acha ji, team 3. Bhavna, Faisal, Kashif, Kunal, Sandeep, Sharif. Okay, G. 15-minute timer. Your time starts now.
Let me know once
is visible.
I'm able to say it.
Okay. So in this, first I will tell you what we have covered. We have started with the fundamental. So we have covered all the about the fundamentals. Then we have also covered about the agile. Then we also covered about the project life cycle strategies. Then stakeholders. Then we also covered about the communication. We have also covered the risk part, and we have also covered the quality part. I will ask Kunal to start with fundamental.
Yeah, can you could you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah. So from here,
Yeah. So in fundamentals, our first fundamental would be the type of organization that we are working for, and there are three types of organizations. One is projectized, then the functional one, and then the matrix. And in matrix, there are three types to that. One is strong, weak, and balanced. And if we go a little down, we can see the business values that drive a project. So that would be tangible and intangible. So in tangible, we do create a business case, which is IRR, NPV, ROI, payback, and BC ratio. And intangible would be VFP. And if we go a little down, we go a little down on this. And there are factors impacting the project. Those are OPAs, that could be policies, procedures, all the trainings and lesson on registers, and EEF, that will be personal. That will, Sandeep, can you go a little down on this? Yeah. And then there are project constraints affecting any project would be scope, cost, schedule, risk, quality, resource, and customer satisfaction. In fundamentals, we also have compliance, which is risk register and identify and manage. We also have a PMO, which is part of fundamental, and there are three type of different PMO. That is project management office, supportive, controlling, directive, and in project life cycle, we have that is also part of fundamental. That is pre-project, project phases. In pre-project, we have need assessment, and the need assessment defines the business case and business management plan. In project phases, we have initiation, planning, execution, monitor control, and final is the close one. In initiation, we have project charter, assumption log, stakeholder register, and if you go down on monitor and control, it is plan versus actual. This is the step wherein we identify if any changes needs to take place, if it is going as per plans or not. And once the project closes, we move on to the operations part. So this is pretty much a brief about the fundamentals. Sandeep, over to you.
so can we go to the Scrum Agile part?
Yeah, let's move on to the agile part.
So
Is Bhavna taking agile or you taking agile?
yeah, I think Bhavna is
Sure, Sandeep. So we have different methodologies in project management, and Agile is one of those.
Hi Amara,
And
how
in
are you?
Agile, we have a Scrum framework, and
Hello?
under Scrum
Yeah.
framework, we
Good, good.
identify.
Amara, how many years of total experience do you have?
Can you move up, please? Okay, so we have identified the roles. We have a product owner, we have a development team, and then we have a Scrum Master. So product owner represents the customer, and under the development team, we define the team charter, which has the value, vision, conflict management, decision, and ground rules. Under conflicts, we have different stages of conflict and conflict management, and then we have a Tuckerman ladder where we have different stages, which is forming, storming, norming, performing, and attorney. And then we have a resource management plan where we follow the four M principle, which is man, material, machine, money, and yeah. And then we have emotional intelligence, which has the five pillars. And then we have motivational theories, Maslow and Kurzweil and others. And then we have different leadership types, which is autocratic, transactional and servant leader. And then we follow different decision making uh, practices, which could be, voting, and it could be automatic and several others. Then we have Scrum ceremonies, which are basically the 5 ceremonies, which start from the sprint, then sprint planning, and then we have a daily stand up and sprint review and sprint retrospective. We have major artifacts of Scrum would be Scrum sprint backlog, product backlog, and definition of done. And then we have basic core values of Agile, which are customer collaboration over contract negotiation, individual interaction over process and tools, and working software or comprehensive documentation, responding to change or following a plan. We follow 12 principles in Agile, which, for example, are, deliver frequently, simplicity, working software, etc. And then we have a few information radiators for HR, which are burn up chart, which shows any changes in the scope, burn down for any they basically shows how much work is done as compared to projection. The task board and Kanban board also uh, discloses projects the status of the current status of the project. Then we have different estimation techniques that we follow during decision making in HR, which are planning poker, kind of models, and 100 coins. And yeah, that's basically about HR. So anyone else want to take over quality? If you go ahead.
Yeah, it's zoom in, please. Yeah, in the quality, we have a quality compliance, quality management. In the quality compliance, we have first of all, we have ISO standard that we used to follow usually for ISO 9000 and ISO 14,000 for environmental management system. For the quality is the 9,000, and the both the quality compliance and health and safety. Then we have a quality management plan when we're using this key performance indicators, then scorecard. Then we have dashboards. In KPIs, we used to have this lagging indicator and the leading indicators to see the quality and improve the quality of the system. Then we have a benchmarking. We do the benchmark with the system. Those are very near to the system that we used to implement or to the same sector or similar sector. In the quality control, we have a quality compliance. Uh, we have a quality control part. We could say this cost of quality also there. Quality of cost of conformance and cost of non-conformance, non-destructive test, and for the conformance is non-destructive test appraisal training. Then we have a checklist, and in the quality audits we have the checklists, and we look at that how we implement the job based on the quality control. Yes, please go ahead with the risk, I believe. Are you taking Sandeep, or I'll take this risk? Could you please zoom in, please? Yeah, and the risk, we have a type of risk, a positive and negative risk. And after that, we have a risk register and to identify the risk and prioritize and potential plan for risk and risk owner. Look at that. Always risk have a high, medium, low based on the priority. Then we have a strategies of risk, proactive, reactive, and implement. Then we move to the risk reports. We have a quantitative and qualitative analysis both, and then in quantitative we have categorization, low, medium, high. Then we have a pastel. Then we have organization risk. And if we go with the quantitative analysis, we'll be looking at that Monte Carlo, and we have value management, then we have a tornado. So these are the related to risk.
We have the communication.
Yeah. For the communication, yeah, please go ahead, please.
Yeah, in communication, we have 4 hours of communication: the right info, right time, right people, right impact. There are types of communication, that is push, pull, and interactive. Phases we speak, not completed on the phases of communication. I think we have covered what we completed.
In the project life cycle, I believe it's this is the only part remaining. In the project life cycle, we have a project, and can you zoom in, please? Zoom in, please. And the pre-cycle, we have a need assessment, then we have a business case and benefit management plan, and in initiation process we have a project charter, adoption log, and we have a stakeholder register. In stakeholder register we have a categorization, identify the stakeholder, then we have a prioritization, we have a matrix, and then business model, then we have a 3D cube, and then the stakeholder engagement plan also there for the strategies and engagement metrics. We will look at that. The planning, we have a 18 management plan and 33 documents, and in the 18 management plan, like we have risk management, stakeholder management, quality management, then we have a schedule management, cost management, then we have uh, almost 18 plan that we have. And after that, we see if we have in the execution, the planning we made, we have to go for the execution of all the plans. Then monitoring and control will see the plan versus actual, and we do the various analysis and audits on that. And after that, we have a closure, and lesson learned register also part of the project life cycle. That's all from my side.
We have covered all the topics which we.
Very well done. Good job. Good job. Great job, guys. So, Sandeep, you, Kunal, and Kashif explained most of the content. Okay. Good.
Bhavna
No,
also
I'm
there.
not good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bhavna as well. Okay. Very well done, guys. Great job, and you did it in less with 2 minutes remaining. Great job. Okay. Aisha, Zia, Fahad, Lovlina, Shahabuddin. So I don't think so. Shahabuddin is in the class. He said that he had kind of some chance. Shahab, are you in the class? I don't think so. Yeah, he is. So, guys, your time starts now. Team 4, 15-minute timer.
So, in fundamentals, we have organizations, three types of organization: functional, matrix, and project oriented. In matrix, we have weak, balanced, and strong. And we have PMO, uh, three types as per their uh, system: supportive, controlling, and directive. Uh, Organization strategy. As, we have portfolio and portfolio uh, programs and operations, and programming same kind of projects. And in uh, project starts with need assessment. First, business case and analysis will be happened. So, in the business values will be analyzed based on IRR and then ROI and business and cost benefit. And then second thing will be then analyzing plan. And based on these two, uh, initiation will be stage, project charter, assumption log, and stakeholder register will be other documents get there. In assumption log, constraints will be there, so we have to look scope, cost, schedule, quality, and satisfaction and risk strength. Then planning.
planning, we have 80 plans in team. So it comes with us. We have stakeholder management, it's the first so and then have not complete one team and stakeholder management, and then in each after each season, each season that project is being project plan is being executed. After then, what doing that plan was actually monitor the plan and manage the and uh, lastly where we will be handing over to ops. So and so both types of agile. So life cycle, four types of project goes there: predictive, agile, incremental, and iterative. In agile, we have uh, four values and 12 principles. Agile artifact. So we have three artifacts, which is sprint backlog, product backlog, and improvement, and have agile events. Sprint planning, daily stand up, sprint retrospective. Sprint, uh, we have user stories. We estimate the user stories by scope point and series. Uh, After then, we sprint planning. In daily stand up, we discuss three things: what happened yesterday, what we did, and what are the roadblocks. And sprint, we do demo of the product, and then product if product is accepted, we go to the product implement. If it's rejected, then we keep the product backlog. And second thing we are doing, and in sprint retrospective contains there are 5 stages. Set the stage, gather the data, generate the insights, decide what to do, and close. In Agile, there are 3 roles. First is product owner, scrum master, and development. They have integrated to communicate the status of the project. Kanban values team burn down and burn up chat and dashboard.
Let me do stakeholder.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have in stakeholder. First of all, we are going to identify the stakeholders. So we can identify them by focus groups, expert judgment, workshops, by OPAs, by EEF, and interview. Then, after we identify them, we will analyze them. There could be upper stakeholders, downward. There could be sideways stakeholders, internal stakeholders, or external stakeholders. And after that, we will actually classify or prioritize them. And this can be done by power interest matrix, salience model, and stakeholder queue. The power interest matrix, here we are going to make a matrix, and these are going to be managed closely. These are high power, high interest stakeholders. Keep informed, low power, and high interest stakeholders. Keep satisfied, high power, low interest, and then in the watch list, these could be low power, low interest. Salience model is based on 3: power, urgency, and legitimacy. Stakeholder cube has power, interest, and it could also have another attribute. This could be anything, geographic area or anything like that. Then after that, we will add them to the stakeholder register. Next, we will form the stakeholder engagement plan. Now this has the engagement metrics, assessment. Now here we will form the plan and how we will engage those stakeholders. These could be unaware, neutral, resistant, supportive, or leading stakeholders.
Then we will develop a strategy according to that. Next, we have team. Now, for in the team topic, we have team charter. First of all, we will develop ground rules where we will define roles and responsibilities for each team member. We will have team values in the team charter. Then team types. These could be physical or these could be virtual. Then there's the Tuckman ladder. So whenever a team is a virtual team or a physical team is formed, it goes through the following stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Now, according to these, the project manager will basically serve as a servant leader. He will facilitate and act as a parental role in facilitating and removing impediments or roadblocks for those team members. So for that, he needs to understand himself first, manage yourself, social skills, and empathy. Emotional intelligence is really important in that aspect. Motivation. Now, the motivation theories here are Hertzberg theory, Maslow's theory, then X and Y theory, which is also called X and Y theory, and then halo effect, and then the hygiene motivation theory. Now, conflict management in team. These take place according here. We will also form a matrix. So, with our self-interest and then team's interest. On the basis of these, we will have win-lose, where the project manager will win, sourcing and rest. Win-win, problem solving, collaborating, and accommodating. Lose, avoid and withdraw. Lose will be smoothing and accommodating, and then there's also a fifth stage which is compromising. The levels of conflict. Level one is problem to solve. Disagreement, second one, disagreement, third will be contest, fourth is crusade, and then fifth is world war. In the first one, problem to solve, the project manager will not intervene. In the second one, disagreement, he will intervene from here on. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, this is completing.
This is everything? Lovelina, this is everything you have done? I could not hear you, sister.
I could not able to complete.
Okay.
Not able to.
Okay, good job. Very well done. And great job. Two strong people, those who have done all the topics, Lovelina and Aisha Zia in the group. And great job, Fahad. Fahad, I hope you are enjoying it for the first time, seeing how the mind maps work. Sabahuddin, hope to have you. Junaid, Burhan, Rao, and Rida. Now, this game belongs to you. You have 15 minutes and your time starts now. 15-minute timer.
I will start. We have covered fundamentals, uh, communication management plan, stakeholder plan, agile. So I will start with fundamentals. The fundamentals we have pre-project activities, that is need assessment business value. In business value, we have tangible, intangible. Intangible, we have business case, payback period, ROI, benefit, cost, NPV, IR. These are all the payment calculation method. Then we have intangible, we have business management plan. Then we go towards the type of organization. In type of organization, we have prioritize function and metrics. In metrics, we have to see further that from LSD. Then we have portfolio. In portfolio, we have three types: program, project, and operations. In project, we have process groups. In process group, we have initiation, project starter. Under description, we have project starter, assumption long, stakeholder register. In the planning phase, we typically have PMDs, 18 plans, and then 33 documents that we execute in this. Then in execution, we implement all those plans and documents. All those plans, we don't implement the documents. Okay, then we have monitoring and controlling. Monitoring and controlling, we do verification, validation, and audit. Then we have the closing phase. In closing phase, we have review benefit management plan. We actually update the lesson learned register. Then we write the final report.
Then we archive the project and then release the key. After that, we actually celebrate the success of the project. In fundamentals, we actually have three roles for PMO: directives, project controlling. Uh, we have OPA plans with in OPS we actually have policies, tools and templates, trainings, repositories, procedures, all these things lies under OP. Then EEF, we have internal, external, custom themes, cultural and custom things to figure it out.
Now you can
I
start with
think
the
that's all.
stakeholder.
Burhan will start with the stakeholder.
Yes, you can zoom please and go up. Yes, in the stakeholders, like we have major 3 or 4 steps. Like first of all is the identification of the stakeholders. So can you go up in the result? So first of all, we have different methodology how we will identify what are the stakeholders. So number one is expert judgment, and then we will have the second option is for the focus group. And if the number of the stakeholders is more than 12, then we can arrange the facilitative workshop, and then we can consult the document analysis, which is the project charter, assumption logs, and the others two additional items we have through which we can identify the stakeholders. Those are EEF, that is environmental factors, enterprise environmental factors, that includes internal, external, pastel, EMIS, culture, customs, and similarly we have organization, process, assets. In that we have policies, tools and templates, training, repositories and procedures. And then we have to classify or I will say the categorize of the stakeholders. Like in this, we are going to distribute the stakeholders into internal category, external categories, upwards, downwards, and sidewards. And after that, we are going to introduce the prioritization of the stakeholders. We have 3 methodologies. Based on that, we can prioritize. The number one and the mostly used is in the PMP, that is power PI metrics. And here we are going to categorize the stakeholders into 4 categories: high power, high interest. We will manage them closely. Then high power, low interest. We will keep them in satisfied, and after that low power, high interest, we will keep informed, and low power, low interest, we will just put them in the watch list. So if the power metrics change, then we can change them accordingly. And then we based on this information, we are going to have the stakeholder engagement plan, and within the stakeholder engagement plan, we have the strategies and the metrics. Can you go down to the agile or communication? Okay. Under the fundamentals, after that, we have covered this communication management plan. Under communication, we have the communication management plan, and basically here we are talking about the 4R. 4Rs mean 4 type of what is the 4Rs mean? Right info at right time towards the right people to have the right impact or the right effect. And secondly, we have after within this communication chapter, we have communication model. Like in this, we are going to have these categories: sender, receiver, and the feedback. And after that, we have communication model, like how we are going to share the communication between the stakeholders for the whole the project. So we have 3 methodologies here: either push or pull or interactive. Push, we can say the like emails, or pull, like someone can go to the portal and he can extract the reports. And interactive may be like combination of these both. Okay. After that, I will cover the agile, or if anybody else want to cover. Okay, I will cover the agile. In the agile, like there are different methodologies. We have number one is Kanban or extreme programming or the Scrum. So within the Scrum, we have 4 values and 12 principles. And after that, we have 5 events. It starts from the sprint and then sprint planning. In sprint planning, we are going to decide how many user stories we are going to finish. Then we have daily stand up. Daily stand up is 15-minute ceremony, and then we can say like it is same time or same place. So here within the daily stand-up, we are only talking about 3 things, like what we did yesterday, what we will do today, and what are the roadblocks for any issues. Then we have the sprint review, like after every 2 weeks or whatever the sprint planning we have decided, we are going to have this event. In sprint review, we are going to see what we have achieved. We will demonstrate, and based on that, we will decide what is the grooming. we have to do. Then we have the sprint retrospective, in that we are going to gather the, I will say, set the stage, gather the information, or go to the inside and decide what to do next, and then close. Then we have three artifacts. Number one is the product backlog. In product backlog, we are going to put all the user stories, and the project owner is the owner. Product owner is the owner of this product backlog, and he will decide what are the user stories we need to prioritize, or what are the user stories we need to add. Second thing is the sprint backlog. Sprint backlog is the thing whatever we are going to develop within the next 2 weeks or 4 weeks based on the sprint size or the duration. Number three is the product increment. Like during the sprint, whatever we have validated, so it will go into the deliverable. Number three, after that we have three type of roles under the Scrum: product owner, Scrum master, and the development team. So this is all about the agile. So maybe Rahul, you want to continue? Yes, please.
The team section. We have the type of teams can be physical and virtual. That's exactly taking customer data, performing, forming, norming, performing, and learning. In the forming stage, we have the team data, abilities, we have emotional intelligence, social skills, motivation, empathy, and the conflict management techniques and the level. The motivation that we have mathematical tools, effective theory, mathematical theory, machine theory, expectations theory. In conflict management, we have five levels. First will be problem to solve, that is agreement, contest, crusade, and gunwar. Then we have conflict management techniques. First one, can you please first discuss
Rao, your voice is very low. Can you speak a little louder?
so withdraw, accommodate, and interact. The responding stages, normal, performing, and
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Okay. So great job, team one, two, three, four, and five. Great job. Very well done. So, what do you think? Which team did the best? You cannot answer for your team. Answer for some other team. You cannot answer for your team. So, put in the chat box which team did the best. One, one, one. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. That is the right answer. What Obed said. No matter what, who did the best. This is a game. I don't like sports where the scores like we watch now. Kids are playing without scorecard. Hate it. There is no sport without a winner or loser. I'm a competitive guy, but this is something. Learning is the only sport that helps you to grow. Even if you learned one thing better today, that is my goal towards it. Now, this was the purpose of this exercise to get it back into the context of that, to get it back what we have done. We are done with all the topics, and tomorrow we will have session, but 1 hour later. Instead of 7 p.m. UAE time, we will have 8 p.m. UAE time. That is 12 p.m. EST. The same time we started this exercise. Okay. And what will we do tomorrow? I'm not gonna tell you. But tomorrow will be the one of the most important session. The reason is that we'll be doing something that is important. It will control your nerves. I would recommend, since we will be ending the session and you committed 2.5 or more, there's a series on my YouTube channel that is Mastery Series. Let me share the link here. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a Mastery Series that will be the summary of entire PMP. So before tomorrow, okay, or if you want on Udemy, the same course is available on Udemy. Okay, some people prefer to have that, right? So I am sending that playlist. That playlist, if you look into that, it is Like A- Agile is 14 minute, then 30 minutes. Total the entire 12 videos. It's the entire PMP. It is less than 2.5 hours. I would recommend go through that playlist. I will put it in your group. I will put it where your group. Yeah. I will put it in your group. Okay. Also, the entire mastery series. Try to go through it before tomorrow class. Complete your question answers exercise and go through it. Okay, I'll tell you what we will do. Tomorrow we are going to solve question answers and not just topic question answers. We are going to solve 60 questions of people, 60 questions of process. 60, 60. So before doing that, I want you guys to have gone through it the entire thing. That is why this exercise was needed today, so that you can have a bigger picture of the entire thing. Okay, 2 3 students, maximum 3 students per group. Even 10 students are there. I'm not gonna put in more than 2 to 3 students, and we will go into depth. That will take you in grain, and then we will discuss them. Okay, whatever the question is not clear. So tomorrow's session is very important, very critical, and we will have fun for sure. I hope you guys had fun. If you haven't filled the application as of now, I guess majority did. Please do that. Update your status on the tracker. Okay. And Manasa also cleared. So I told you already 200 PMPs are there. I really want that all of you become PMP, but we need to work together. We need to get this thing done. That is the heart and soul of the game. That is why we are here. I will send the integration video also. The link is already there. Try to do the question answers for that. And anyone has any question they would like to ask. Rida, I send you the certificate. Upload that certificate. I'll tell you what else to do. Rao, I also shared you the certificate. Upload that. Audit documentation submitted. Yeah, Rida.
I have already done with it.
Good. You submitted the audit?
No, I haven't submitted the audit. I am waiting for the reference. My colleague has to respond on it. Then.
Okay, okay. They will submit it. And then that will be that. G, anyone else? Any question? See you. Yeah, Renuka.
So, like in the tracker which you have sent, the remaining topics question also we have to solve.
Of course, all topics have to be done. Na? If you look at the tracker, sister, the tracker, I was trying to play with it. Okay, yaar. I was trying to play with it. So there is a reason. Who put this stakeholder topic question like that? Guys, don't. I have to limit the access. Maybe I have done it, possible, but let's not do that. Mhm. Stakeholder topic. So yeah. So guys, all topics need to be done. Na? All topics need to be done. All of them. Uh, and wherever you stand, update your status in the tracker that we can look into that way. G. Renuka, your question is not answered.
Thank you.
Okay. Audit doc. How to remain focused without losing concentration. You see, it will be like a habit, Lovelina. It will be a habit. Slowly, slowly, I will share some tips also what to do, how to do. One of the tip is take some break. Like after solving 20 questions, take 2 minutes break. Right? So that can be helpful. Walking a little bit here and there. What I normally do and what I recommend, close your eyes. Deep breathing. It's like if you're a smoker, what actually smoking do? It's the same thing without smoking disadvantages. Deep breathing exercise that are helpful to you. So we will work into that. Also, I'll guide you. G, anyone else? Any question? Okay. In that case, see you tomorrow, same time, same location, same link. And if you have any question, feel free to reach me. Till that, Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. So being said that, now these are the students who are in the batch program. These are the students who are learning. Today was day 5, such a comprehensive program from step 1 till last step. We are working with them, we are coaching them, we are guiding them through every single nonsense. You see, the comprehensive nature of the program is that you do every single thing, and I work with you, I coach you, whatever you need, right? Whatever you need, I provide you that. Now that is the beauty of the program. That is something that really work into you. So if you are watching this video, I would like to invite you that the registration for the next batch program that is starting on 17th of May is open now. The registration is open now, so you can contact us and we can start working. Already, like, I guess 8 students have registered for it, and you can register it. You can start getting the pre-training material. What is pre-training material? Pre-training material is the training material of previous recorded videos. Like, I have done like 20 batches in last 2 years. So all the batches, the best videos, I'll give it to you, and you will learn from it, and you will become certified project management professional. This is something that I'm really happy about. This is something that make my heart, okay, this is, we need to work into that way. So I wish you best of luck and become PMP. Once you do, let me know. Would love to record your journey. Adnan, Chetan, Jigar, Jiku, Ajit, Samad, Jarat, Anoop, Akil, Mohammed Faisal, Jay Prakash, Mohsin, Mafi, Preeti, Priya, Ajit, Tosh, Tushar, Ubaid, Jiku, Sir Wasim, Sir Irfan, Sayyid, Vishnu, Kam, Mohammed, Vandana, Vel Kumar, Ali Raza, Edwin, Chandra, Mohammed, Imran, Sir Arfat, Deepak, Adnan, Ajay, Batul, Ibrahim, Murli, Rizwan, Sachin, Sujit, Pomple, Riya, Sayyid, Faisal, Harun, Khan, Vinay, Javed, Sanger, Farid, Pradeep, Prem, Abhishek, Amir. Well, congratulations, Muhammad, Parita, Nabil, Chitra, Talaj, Harsh, congratulations, Manish, Amar, Adirun, Palisa, Aslam, Atif, Grace, Greg, Beck, Sachin, Kamal, Bashkar, Rohit, Patis, Vikshit, Riaz, Saurav, Siddhartha, Nadir, Tariq, Venkat, Tohari, Prasimze, Mansoor, Rehana, Vijay, Vishal, Arjun, Asad, Ilyas, and Khan. Congratulations, Anthony, Arvind, Hassan, Wasim, Mangesh, Raj, Akbar, Parna, Sankalp, Vishay, Ishwari, Afzal, Vivek, Hasib, Hamid, Leesh, Pallavi, Anam, Faisal, Burhan, Hussain, Mateen, Pandey, Sayyid, Khalid, Munif, Hassan, Gupta, Asha, Ajay, Iken, Pooja, Talha, Vijay, Amjad, Joffrey, Hassan, Sujit, Amit, Devi, Raju, Pawan, Umar, Rahman, Venkatesh, Ahmed, Gupta, Sheesh, Mary, Sean, Jamal, Tulsi Das, Anan, Mohsin, Nadeem, Ali, Isam, Kawais, Azim, Mansoor, Shakil, Keria, Hassan, Riaz Hussain, Betty, Pradeep, Mina, Asma, Durga, Sharif, Ali Al Baluch. Congratulations, my friend. Salman, Subata, Hassan, Mohsin, Manik, Christopher, Jangir, Junaid, Hamas, Muhammad Shafiq, Naveen, Dariksa, Fiaz, Prashant, Ilyas, Damvir, Niju, Abraham, Srinivas, Sundela, Nabil Ahmed, Naveed, Bilal, Sidra Ali, Shaji, Ubaid Babar, Cody Rizwan, Bas, Imran, Vivek, Rajiv, Rao, Ishtaq, Fazan, Rahil, Nisar, Umar, Aj, Sandeep, Shiraz, Tino, Nusama, Keaton, Komal, Shivani, Sulaiman, Sada Anand, Delvam, Ajay, Sabir, Uzair, Surinder, Pradeep, Amit, Mohit, Wakas, Nidhi, Umar, Usman, Sandeep, Amit, Abu Tahir, Naveen, Arshad, Muhammad, Vivek, Yaya, Suzishan, Furqan, Gajendra, Nagraj, Naseema, Sagar, Muhammad, Zaina, Hussain, Rashmi, Neha, Hasan, Ali, Al Ajmi, Ahmad, Numan, Alam, Vijay, Sarnaya, Savannah, Muhammad, Zakka, Zakir. Congratulations, Sadima, Seher, Azeb, Samir, Ifi, Talal, Ahmad, Umar, Usman, Malik, Azeb, Wakas, Priya, Rafi, Saira, Saswati, Saurav, Sashwani, Tewaz, Srika, Fran, Janda Duo, Francis, Abdul, Muhammad, Umar, Abhishek, Abhilash, Abrar, Farhan, Lata, Nidhi, Ibrahim, Vinod, Faisal, Amir Inam, Abdul Aziz, Iken, Akmal, Azan, Basil, Garima, Kevin, Padma, Sajid, Sajid, Walid, Chetali, Anamika, Zarna, Sudeep, Naveen, Mojdev, Naveed, congratulations, Atif, Chakra, Hassan, Nadeem, Abid Patel, Aditi, Shubhashish, Suresh, Sumera, Rafiul, Gulam, Tam Babu, Deepak, Caroline, Linwin, Sheetal, Alvin, Unindra, Vidya, Prashant, Abrar, Ali Khan with Ram, Vidya. Talha, Basad, Rashid, Madhavan, SS Gurjeet, Rishu, Datta, Saban, Azim, Mangesh, Mudassir, Pradeep, Sidra Ali. Man, congratulations. Suhail, Amul, Tehseen, Nabil, Atif, Zia, Nithya, Shah, Muhammad, Shakil Umar, Ahmed, Mr. Awad, E. Shruti, Salman, Khalid John, Sayyid Satyasnaik, Wasi Sayyid, Suhail, Sham Sinha, Jid Iqbal, Vivek. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil.